Hey, welcome everybody. Today we are playing in the Apmaneessu Galaxy, Galaxy number 98, and this is the Blight Redux Expedition. I'd actually already played through the Blight Expedition, but I wanted to play this one as it's not in the regular starting galaxy, the Euclid. They got you starting out farther, Galaxy 98, and eventually at the end of this Redux mission, it will take you to Galaxy 99, which is the Hcanpaav Galaxy, and that's basically a galaxy that gives you 4 times the Paradise-type planet. So it's sort of like Eisentam if you're familiar with No Man's Sky. And I like Paradise galaxies, so I figured I'd play this. So right now we're just getting started. I'm going to kind of brush through some of the starting things. I mean, you probably see lots of different people doing Let's Plays and knocking off some of the boxes, checking off some of the boxes to get through the progress. So I'm just going to show you some of the highlights from my playthrough here in the Apmaneessu Galaxy. So right now we got our ship fixed up and we got ourselves our character formed. So I went with the Traveler, the Gray Traveler, as I don't have any characters in any of my saves using the Gray currently. And looks like we jumped and got our first freighter battle here. Not real thrilled with the way this particular freighter looks. So if it's not like a stellar S-Class or A-Class, I probably won't take it. I prefer the design of some of the other freighters more than this one. This is kind of like my least favorite freighter layout. But yeah, we have a basic fighter ship we started with called the Floating Son, and it's decent. It has missiles and has a regular photon cannon, or whatever they call it. But you know, you don't really need to upgrade your ship too much to get it to be effective. Really, this game is pretty easy in that way, as, I mean, even without many upgrades, this is still very doable. So, I'm not going to min-max on this save. This is just basically to get through this, like I do on some of my other saves, where I've kind of like maxed out my ship's capabilities and, you know, have all the best stuff on my character. This one I'm just going to play a little more casually. I am just playing on the regular expedition. It doesn't allow for like any cheats or anything like that until you finish it. So yeah, I'm not going to turn it on to like free stuff, in other words. Alright, getting hit a little bit, but as you see, I mean, even getting blasted by these guys is not taking down my shield a lot. And as long as we're making progress, we should do pretty well. Usually what I do for these fights is you just try to take their shields down with your photon cannon and then switch over to missiles real quick and hit them. That's usually the most effective way, because once the shields are down, the missiles do a lot of damage to the actual hull of the enemy fighter. Whereas your photon gun, it's, you know, kind of well-rounded. It kind of does both, but missiles do terrible damage to shields though, so that's why I don't do it the other way around. Alright, looks like we cleared them out. Let's go check out this freighter real quick and see if it's going to be decent as far as class go. If it's a C, I'm probably not going to take it, just because I'm not really a big fan of the way this particular one looks. We'll just wait until like we jump to the next galaxy and maybe just take the pay me now sort of situation instead of taking the ship. Let's go chat with the captain. Alright, here he is. And I kind of looked already. This is a C-Class and doesn't have a lot of slots, so as I was saying, I'm just going to go ahead and jump through this. So we'll just grab the next freighter. I think the next time we jump, we'll get another opportunity to do that. Figured I'd come down to the planet, grab a little oxygen. This is a lot harder to get now since some of the game changes, so one thing you can do is just pull the oxygen off these toxic plants and just back off before it explodes on you. And then once you got all the oxygen off, just zap it, and you'll get a little bit more even. So it's a good way to farm oxygen. If you weren't familiar, it actually took me a long time to figure out that you could do that. So I always just avoided those plants and shot them before I picked the oxygen off them. These things are usually pretty quick, so I'm going to grab one of these as a pet. So if I need to get on a planet surface, and I don't think we have any exocraft starting out on this, so I figure this would be a good mode of transportation. So we'll grab him real quick, probably throw some guns on the side of him, and let's get him up to fully happy with me status. Alright, we're ready to jump to the next part of the Apmaneessu Galaxy and see what we got. Alright, so we got one of the Star Destroyer type of freighters here, and I like the look of it a lot more. So even if it's probably a C class or B or whatever, I'll probably still take it. I'm hoping that eventually No Man's Sky will do an update where you can upgrade your freighter class. Right now it's not possible, so everybody really goes for the S class. But like I said, I'm not trying to min-max out on this particular expedition. I'm really just trying to get through it so I can get up to the Hcanpaav Galaxy, and then I'm probably gonna stair-step my way in with like a count that I have a little bit more playtime on. I have a secondary account because I like this game so much, so I can basically have that account come in on this save, and then from that, this account that I'm on, I'll use to jump back in with one of the other saves that I have a lot more time played on. So that's the plan right now. Anyway, we did get the freighter, and we got the credit for it here in the Redux mission. I'm going to go and grab some of these real quick and see what we get for some of our rewards. We got the cargo bulkhead upgrade, which I'll definitely do, probably off camera. And then we got some credits and stuff too that will help us out. Yeah, so we got Lawless Sky. That's a good one. Alright, and we got this emergency warp unit jump. One of the things we got to do in this expedition is we got to jump to a green galaxy and I think it's a blue galaxy. So I'm going to have to update my starfighter, I think, to be able to do that. Or I can probably get one of them done, I think, on the freighter. You can jump, I believe, to the green galaxy without any issue, as long as you've upgraded your basic stuff on your freighter. Alright, so I'm going to jump down here on the world. We got to mine some resources, and this looks like a cool little planet. It's actually kind of like a moon, I think, this area. But we'll come down here real quick, see what we can find. Also learn some words. So it looks like we got a ruin down here I kind of came across, and might as well start getting some of our words learned as for some extra credit. I like the Gex statue in the background. It's a nice little detail. I don't know if you guys have ever been to some of the archives that have like the hologram Gex heads, but that's always one of the coolest like little pieces of detail I always appreciate is like the hologram looking stuff. Alright, we got that set up. Let's go scan some animals real quick. I bet you we got some pretty cool looking dinosaurs and stuff on this planet. So we're gonna go jump out here. Got some striders. Sometimes those are good for like a first pet if you gotta get around a little quicker. But honestly, like striders actually move pretty slow. My all-time favorite pets are gonna be the robotic ones, but you gotta go to a red solar system to find the robots. That's one of the tips basically from if you're looking for any kind of like robotic creature, go to the red worlds. Usually that's where you can find them. Alright, we got something big over there. I'm gonna go check it out. It's like 291 I think units away or whatever. There it is. Yeah, look at that thing. Man, that thing's like a huge, looks like a Triceratops almost. Let's go check it out. Looks like we're gonna get hit with a storm here, so that should be interesting. We'll see how severe it gets on this Lush world. There he is. Okay, let's go see how big this guy actually is. Oh my gosh. Man, that's a huge dinosaur. It's like almost as big as some of the Brontos you see on the other worlds. Alright. Oh, wow, look at the storm. Looks like the lightning's coming up out of the ground. That's crazy. Pretty intense, too. Alright, what is that? Looks like a storm crystal or something, but it didn't pop out of a rock. That's the first time I've seen that happen. Have you guys ever seen storm crystals just appear without actually being part of the landscape? Because usually what happens is you got these rocks that open up in a severe storm and you just go over there. And when the severe storm's happening, you pick them off the actual rocks. But that one just like spontaneously appeared in the lightning. It's pretty cool. Wow, this is a pretty dangerous storm. I need to be careful. I'm not sure how much it will hurt me if I get hit with the lightning. But I'd like to find some more of those storm crystals. I'm just going to peek around here real quick and see if I can find some other ones that are just spontaneously appearing. Looks like we got one there in the distance. It's kind of hard to make out though with all the fog here. Alright, there's something. There we go. There's a couple storm crystals. Wow, have you guys ever seen that? That's the first for me. I mean, I've been playing this game for, I mean, more than hundreds and hundreds of hours, probably thousands of hours. And that's the first time I've ever seen this happen. So maybe it's a little different in the Apmaneessu Galaxy? I'm not sure. Is that a thing? Like each galaxy's got its own little quirks? And this one's like spontaneously appearing storm crystals. Huh, pretty cool. Alright, well, we got those saved up. I know they're worth some good money, and usually a lot of the crafting recipes will take those, so we'll just save those for later. Alright, taking off, and we're going to try to make some more progress here in this mission. Looks like I got a place to land and sell off some of my stuff, so I'll do that real quick. Here at a trading station I just so happened to run into. Alright, got a pilot over here. Let's see if... I like his ship. I'm kind of checking out to see if it's affordable or not. I've always been kind of a fighter fan. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but fighters are one of my favorite ship type in the game. And then probably solar ships and exotics are like tied for number 2. But actually, I like this ship I started with, the Floating Son. It's not bad. So I'll probably upgrade that a little bit and maybe get some more slots unlocked on it. Alright, we got a pirate up here, and we've been getting attacked by lots of pirates, like coming into the galaxies and just flying around and stuff like that. But I guess that's the whole premise of this mission is, you know, it's the Blighted expedition. Alright, that was pretty quick. Took him out. Nice, alright, and we got the Galactic Defender already. Shot down 16 pirates. I remember in the original Blighted mission, that took a while for me to get. That was like one of the harder ones to find. And this one, was no problem at all, though. Alright, we're going to go back aboard our spaceship, and we'll get ready to take off and hit the next part of the galaxy. We need to get to rendezvous point number 2 now. So we'll get that knocked out. We've already knocked out rendezvous point number 1, I believe. So we're going to go up real quick. We've upgraded our warp on the freighter ship a little bit, so now I can jump from the freighter. And actually got a little more distance on the freighter too, so we're going to go and stay jumping with the freighter whenever we can get the chance. But so far this has been a pretty quick expedition. I mean, it's a lot easier than the original one. I think the criteria of what you got to do has been scaled back a little bit. Still had to kill 16 pirates, but they showed up a lot more frequently. Alright, looks like we're approaching on rendezvous point number 2. It's probably going to be one of those situations where we got to get out and scan for where to go. So we'll just we'll park up here on top of this hill. Looks like there's a lot of other people who had the same idea. Oh yeah, look at all the communication stations up here. Alright. See if we can read a couple of them. Oh wow, everything changed. Spaced Out, Dark Star says hi. Alright, jumping ahead a little bit. I found where we're supposed to go. This is way down in this crevice, and looks like there is a gravestone for another traveler. We'll check it out real quick. But we got our second rendezvous point knocked out, and he's talking something about sentinels, I think. Alright, we get a glyph. Nice. We'll store that away. I think one of our rewards in this is actually to get all the glyphs unlocked, so I'm not going to worry too much about unlocking traveler glyphs individually. Alright, got some kind of creature. Alright, we're running to the next part of this, which is finding a lost freighter, and it looks like it's on this verdant planet. It's another Lush-style world, but with lots of storms, it looks like. Alright, let's see if we can find that freighter. It's about 866 units this way. I'll fly over there real quick. Nice thing about these storms is it gives us a little boost in our jetpacks so we can fly most of the way. Alright, here we go. Here is their black box on the crashed freighter. Alright, let's check it out. We'll access the logs. Alright, so I had to go find a pirate map, just like on the original Blighted expedition. So I know that they're going to be in the storage here, so we'll go and blast the doors open. Oh, wrong one. That's my terrain manipulator. There we go. And we should be able to find the first pirate map in here. You can usually refine this junk into useful items, so I'll keep that and see what we got. There we go. Okay, so the first map fragment. I know we need to get 3. And then from that we can turn it into a treasure map, basically, to go find another objective. Alright, so we did what we need to here, and we'll go ahead and head out. Anyway, this is just the beginning part of this. I've actually already played through the entire campaign, and I'm doing some voiceover work here over the video. So if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of this expedition play out, let me know. Otherwise I might just jump to the part where I actually get to this Hcanpaav Galaxy and start setting up base in the Galaxy number 99. So let me know what you think. Leave me a thumbs up and a comment below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Later.